Well, here it comes.
It's that 4FM road, yeah, we ride real slow. Texas bass hitting while the Carolina flow. From the whistles to the winds, every tale they record. Adam and Jack hold it down on 4th and Ward. Southside swing with the coach and Lord. Real life stories, yeah, they back for more. Turn the beat up loud, let the truth restore. You locked in now with the 4th and Ward.
Hold up, my print's done.
What you working on?
Something super special.
Oh, okay. Oh, a gold. Oh, holy cow.
Fourth and Ward
It's a-
Team of the Week trophy there, baby.
4th and this is, oh my gosh. Are we gonna start dealing these out?
I think we have to now that we have
I think
this.
so, dude. It reminds me of the Nickelodeon trophies.
Yeah, the blimp. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but it's a gold ball. Freaking love it. Everybody's getting a gold ball. Okay.
Yeah, I
All
might
right.
make some room back here, actually.
Starting off with a bang, guys. So we are going to now send out a gold ball trophy to our teams of the week. 3D printed by Jack himself. That's pretty sick. How'd you get it to shine like that? I didn't even know they could do
this filament. Just some special, it's this roll filament. It's got a little shine to it.
That is sick. Yeah, like I'm thinking about the Kids' Choice Awards when we were growing up. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. That is sick. Okay, well, episode 57, Team of the Week, might be our maiden voyage of dealing out the gold ball trophies. That's sick.
Yeah.
Jack.
What, like, we just gonna I'm just like, if we don't have like someone at the school,
That's a great
mailing
question.
suspicious packages to school.
That's very suspicious. Yeah, that's a very good point.
We'll get in contact with somebody first.
We'll have to hash that out. Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out. Let them know that a package is coming.
Yeah.
Give them a little, because like the people that nominate, it could just be, a student or somebody that lives in the town.
Yeah.
Like, so they just have no idea that there's a gold ball trophy.
I'm just going to write not a threat, not a weapon on it. Less suspicious, right?
I mean, yeah, we'll have to find some way to mark. That's
just where my mind went,
Ready, fire, aim. That's our motto. We're just going to decide to do stuff and just roll with it, which we do got a new feature on the site that we'll talk about here in a little bit. There was another kind of just spur of the moment after the success of Drip or Drown, unveiling that. But before we get into all that, Jack, let's go let's go back through the text thread here real quick, all right, before we get things going. So guys, as always, you can reach out to us, text, you can leave us a voicemail. Our number is 469-726-9875. That is the official text line for the 4th and Ward podcast. Jack, we actually have, if you remember from last week, we were talking about our friend in St. Louis, Missouri, who was talking about his, he was at a career crossroads, and that kind of spawned a big discussion that we had. He had the option of getting a job at a local FCS school, starting to work in the college level. He was figured out that teaching's maybe not the route he wants to go after doing some student teaching. So he reached back out to us. He said, "Hey, Coach, I appreciate you talking about my question on the podcast." He said by sports, because if you remember, we were trying to figure out what he was meaning by a sports-related job. So he said by sports, he meant possibly fan engagement, marketing, sales, or operations, and that he's decided to take the job at the FCS school. All right, so he kind of,
nice.
Yeah. So, and again, we talked about this last week. That's an opportunity that if you get out of school and you're teaching, coaching, you might not get that same foot in the door when you're already right there in close proximity. So, I mean, I think that was the right decision that he made, and I really hope it works out for him. So, yeah, congrats there, taking that job at the FCS school up there in St. Louis, Missouri. Appreciate you reaching out to us. Jack, Missouri got some insane weather. We've gotten some crazy weather this past weekend. I don't know if it's blowing out y'all's way, man, but y'all need to be on the lookout. It's pretty gnarly. We had grapefruit-sized hail hit about 15 minutes up the road. Yeah.
Grapefruit.
I've never heard it described. Yeah, talk about hail, you talk about like penny-sized.
Yeah.
Or bad would be like baseball sized, right? No, there was like softball, grapefruit sized hail dropping. There was a tornado out west of Fort Worth, tore up this town called Mineral Wells. Thoughts and prayers going out to those folks. It was pretty nasty watching the pictures,
Jeez.
but yeah, it's been right in the midst of spring practice stuff too. So we're trying to rearrange all this, get that work in, but then we're also getting like tornado warnings, and so we're having to make sure we get the kids home in time. And anyway, it's been an interesting week. But he had one more question here before we move on to our next texter. He said, also for Adam, I see that in some of your day in the lives you go to church. Any advice in finding a great church home? That's something I'm in the process of finding. Well, that's a good little question there. I mean, I think there's something special. Jack and I, we always went to church in the town that we grew up in, right? In the community. We went to a really small church growing up and just, really close proximity. That, me personally, I would try to find a church home that's in your community. Usually some of the work that the church is doing is going to resonate more closer to home than if you were to be driving out to, a satellite campus of a mega church or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if you're going to church, that's the main thing. But maybe I would start local. I'd check around there. I mean, we kind of, like I was saying, me and Jack went to the one in town. And then, now we just kind of, it fell into our lap, our church home that we have now where we live at. One of our neighbors talked us into going, that they had a great kids program and all that. And then the rest is history. And it's been a great thing for us. So I would say, definitely try around and visit some different churches. And like, I feel like you'll have that feeling of, when you're in the right spot, you'll just have some signs that tell you you're in the right spot. So yeah, hopefully that's good enough advice for you, man. But appreciate you reaching out again from St. Louis, Missouri. And
Missouri.
I think Missouri got some nasty weather. That's why I even talked about the weather a minute ago. All right, we got another text here. Again, our number is 469-726-9875. We always put it in the show notes. We also have it listed on our website, fourthandward.com. That's the number 4, THANDWARD.com. It's in the show notes as well. This is from the 580 area code. Where is
580?
580 area
Why do I want to
code?
say that? No, I'm thinking Massachusetts. So that's southern western Oklahoma.
Southwestern
Lawton,
Oklahoma.
Lawton, Enid, Ardmore, Altus, Ponca City.
I've heard of Ardmore.
So it's southern and western parts of Oklahoma.
Sorry, I need me a cold drink here. All right, so from Oklahoma, it says, hello, my name is Nestor. Nice to meet you, Nestor. Appreciate you reaching out. He said, I enjoyed y'all highlighting the Hooker football team in the latest episode. Yeah, so I think that was episode 55. We had the Hooker Bulldogs, Jack, if you remember them.
Yeah.
If you remember, when we were kind of going through the Google Maps, just checking out the school and things like that, we passed by that pretty interesting school bus that was kind of parked on a side street that said Horny Toad Baseball.
Yeah.
But the high school's mascot was the Bulldogs, and so
How
we were
can
kind
we
of perplexed.
forget?
He said they do have a gift shop in town that sells all sorts of Horny Toad merchandise.
I got to cop some of that.
That would go really well with your Skeeters shirt. Skeeters and Horny Toads. I mean, you got
I can get a Horny Toad hat rocking the Skeeter shirt. Game over.
It says, I'd like to nominate a high school from Colorado. Okay, so we'll get this on the team of the week wheel. He said, my fiance's alma mater, the Lyman Badgers. Lyman? It says pronounced. Okay, I said it right. I actually said it right this time. Not like Colquitt County, Georgia, like we had somebody correct us on not too long ago. So Lyman, the Badgers, they're in Colorado. They are known as Titletown in Colorado, as they have 23 football state championships. Holy cow.
23?
23 state championships. The Lyman, the Lyman Badgers. That rolls off the tongue better. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He said, keep up the work on the episodes and good luck on the upcoming season's coaches. I appreciate that, Nestor, from up there in Oklahoma. Getting the Lyman Badgers nominated for Team of the Week. We'll make sure we get them added on the wheel. And who knows, they might be the first recipient of the 4th and Ward Gold Ball Trophy that we're going to start dealing out of these Teams of the Week. But shout out to Nestor. Appreciate you tuning in from up there in Oklahoma. Titletown in Colorado. I mean, 23 state championships, Jack. That's probably deserving, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd
I mean,
say so.
23. I wonder what classification they are. I kind of hope they're the team of the week just so we get to do a little deep dive, but
They are getting added as we speak, so hopefully
guys,
they win.
while Jack's adding it up, he's a great example of how you can nominate teams of the week for the Fourth and Ward podcast and put them in the mix to win a gold ball. Everything is found on our website. We are really trying to expand that avenue and trying to make it a hub for high school football enthusiasts across the country. That's where you can play. You can nominate your teams of the week. You can play Fourth and Wardle. We'll play our round here in a little bit. You can do our uniform database called Drip or Drown, where you can scroll through user submitted uniforms. All that is in the show notes. And we'll have a new feature that we're going to do a little trial run for you guys that are watching or listening right now that we're super pumped about, that I think might even become bigger than the uniform database that we're trying to go. Jack, you got them added to the team of the week wheel there?
They are officially added.
All right, perfect. Well, let's roll right into our game of Wordle for the day. So let me pull it up here. All right. So for the folks that this might be their first time watching, all right, we have developed a Wordle style daily trivia game, but it's based on high school teams across the country. It's kind of gone through some different upgrades. You know, we're about, what would you say, Jack, maybe 2 months in, pushing 2 months.
Yeah, probably
So
right
it's
at
gone
that.
through some facelifts, just as we've gotten feedback, as we're trying to change it up, tinker with it, make it more just interesting, and you kind of learn a little more facts. Okay. All right. So this is puzzle number 49 for the folks. By the time you're listening to this, it'll already be passed, but you can go back and get a free answer if you want to. Clue number 1, Jack. It says this school's most famous alumni was a first round 2009 NFL draft pick who played for the Eagles, Chiefs, and Ravens before returning as head coach in 2021. And he later funded a major stadium renovation.
Okay, so we're
Interesting.
talking 2009
I'm trying to think of who was in the 2009
first
draft
round.
class.
I think that was like Stafford.
That sounds about right. So, okay. But he's gone back recently to become a head coach. Okay. Okay. Hang on. I'm just going to cold turkey this. Teddy Bridgewater. Because he's a high school coach now, right?
In Florida, though. Well, I guess it didn't say.
It didn't say.
Did
But
he
okay,
play for the Eagles, Chiefs, and Ravens,
no,
though?
Teddy Bridgewater, no, he did not. Now I'm thinking about it. That's stupid. I didn't even look at the teams that they already gave us. Crap. Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens. Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens.
Is that the same time as... No, I don't think Michael Orr's ever been a... What about... What's his name? Green Bay Packers linebacker.
Clay Matthews?
Yeah, has he ever been a coach? Why did I think he was...
I don't know. I mean, but it would have had the Packers on here, right? I mean, I know he
Good
later
point.
he
Great
later
point.
left and went to somewhere else. Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens,
Eagles,
2009. Why is this so... Wait, let's go ahead and why don't we cash in some of our points here? All right. And let's say...
We know the famous alumni already, so...
Do we? It'll be the name of the guy?
Well, that's actually...
Let's do famous alumni. It's only 5 points.
Yeah.
Jeremy Macklin. Oh, Jeremy Macklin. Okay. He played for the Eagles teams. It was him and Deshaun Jackson, right? They were kind of...
I'm going to need more than
tandem with the Andy Reid era. Yeah, Jeremy Macklin. Trying to think of
Well,
where he was even...
Yeah.
Trying to think
Go ahead. I need a letter. I need a letter.
All right. You want letters or vowels?
Letter.
All right.
That didn't
We
help
got a
at all.
W. You want to get the vowels now? We're killing our score, but let's just throw...
I want to get one guess in. Let me see where Macklin's even from. Let me look at that.
Okay.
Is that cheating?
That's a solid... Was he from California? Did he play at Cal?
Interesting. Played college at Missouri.
What? Who am I thinking of that played at Cal the guy that landed on his back and like went like all limp. You know what I'm talking about? I got a vivid core memory of watching a Cal player land on like his neck.
Like he tried to dive into the end
Yeah,
zone
he
or
was like
something.
going up or something. He lands on his neck and then he's like all locked out, like Tua when he got that concussion a couple years ago.
He went full Tua.
Yeah, full Tua.
So he's from Missouri, but there's so many schools in Missouri.
I'm super unfamiliar with Missouri.
Let me think. Well, what was the school? Weren't we just talking about Missouri? But he didn't have a school name. He was
No,
talking
he
about a
didn't give us
job.
the school name.
All right, vowels.
Vowels, here we go. Okay, so it's
Kirkwood.
something Wood. Kirkwood?
Kirkwood. It's former team of the week, Kirkwood.
Oh, good memory. Former team of the week, Kirkwood, our first guess. Good call. Kirkwood, Missouri, the Pioneers.
Bang. I think they're
Good
red.
recall.
I think they have red uniforms.
Good recall there, Jack. So we got an 80 right there.
Nice, nice.
Put our name on the leaderboard right here. For the folks that are listening, you can go back and get you a free spot on the leaderboard. They play at Ernest L. Lyons Memorial Field in Kirkwood, Missouri. The Pioneers are the puzzle number 49, April 29th. Wardle answer there. Interesting. Okay. I just can't believe you were able to. I can't believe you were able to recall it like that. Like that's pretty impressive.
Well, once I saw Wood, I mean, and maybe it was because I made a graphic for that specific one. I was trying something out. And maybe that's why it stuck.
Stuck with you.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a core memory now.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got the Wardle out of the way. What about Drip or Drown here, Jack? I don't know if we've had.
It's drippy.
Let's see what our recent submissions are on Drip or Drown. Guys, this is our uniform database. You upload images of your favorite high school team or a uniform you think's cool from a high school you've seen, and we're creating a database. It can be filtered down by state, by school, and then everybody that visits fourthandward.com can vote whether it's drip, whether it looks really good, whether it's drown, and it's dragging a little bit. All right. And then we keep a record and we have a top three, bottom three, all that good stuff. So right up here, one of the recent additions is Sam Rayburn High School from Pasadena, Texas. Okay. They've got some all black uniforms here.
Shout out to Gloria Wallace for the photo too.
Yeah,
Appreciate
great
that.
pictures by Gloria Wallace. They threw the photo creds in there. I like the baby blues accent pieces. I like
it's pretty solid.
I think it's clean.
If I had to be critical, the numbers are too big, too bold.
I'm trying to figure out what brand of uniform these are.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ever gonna know that.
Like I don't see.
What's that tag say right there?
Are they Russ? They don't have a Russell on them though.
It might just be one of those
kind of unmarked. If it's an alternate, it might be. Some schools might be Nike for the home and away. But the alternate might be, because it's cheaper, right? I'm just going to say drip from the jump. It's got a perfect score so far.
Well, we got multiple from Sam Rayburn.
Okay, so they submitted their lineup here.
Under Armour is their primaries. Dang, they got Vice's trenches. Look at that.
Ooh, solid hell. All right, so Sam Rayburn back up with what it looks like their away uniforms here, an all-white look. All right, so I'm going to read the description. The all-whites with the navy accents and the two different logos on the helmet. I didn't even notice that, but I see it now. On that one player, you can see they've kind of got a state of Texas outline, and then on the fella holding the football, they've got another logo on the opposite side. Credit goes to Pasadena ISD photographer for this picture. It's got a perfect score right now.
Aldo Canale.
On the Drip or Drown scale, it's sitting here at 100%. Let me look at these shoulders. Let me look at these shoulder textures.
Like gradient. What is going on there? It matches the collar at least.
I love the helmet stripe.
Yeah.
I love
the Texas emblem on the chest is nice. I like that. It's proportional to the Under Armour symbol.
Here's the Under Armour jersey, Adidas. Oh no, that's an Adidas towel. Okay. I was about to say I got fooled there a little bit.
Would have been automatic drown.
I like the script logo. I like the script logo. I don't care for the Texas. A lot of these schools in Texas do these. They put the state and they put the school's logo inside the outline of the state of Texas. Like so many schools do that. It's not my favorite type of logo just because I see them all over the place. But from a distance, I like the look.
From a distance, Trip.
Those
Don't
are
make me look at it. That was a drip.
Scroll back so for the people watching. All right, this is it. That's right nice. Here. So this is the third set that Sam Rayburn, somebody submitted from Sam Rayburn. Okay, Pasadena, Texas. This is their all baby blue look.
That's clean.
And this is clean. Okay,
super drip.
My goodness, the Texans. Well, now it makes a little more sense with the logo there. I wasn't sure on the away uniforms about those textures on the shoulders, but it looks really good on the blues right here.
Look at this face mask.
Oh, what do you call that? Is that the bulldog face mask? It looks like a gladiator's helmet or like Bane from Batman.
Yeah. No, that's pretty sick. That's definitely a drip.
That's drip. Yeah, like not a doubt in my mind. We got a lot of baby blues. Here we got Hardin Valley Academy from Knoxville, Tennessee. This is their color rush with custom Columbia blue helmet. So is this an alternate uniform they do?
Guessing because I'm assuming this is
that's the regular. Okay,
back there.
I love baby blue.
Yeah,
on a uniform. That's drip. It's sitting at 100% right now. Okay,
I know you don't like this.
All right, so this is This is another submission from Hardin Valley Academy, right? Custom Nike uniforms with custom Columbia helmets. So this is their baby blue helmet with a navy blue jersey with baby blue pants. I don't care for this. I don't care for this one.
You're not alone.
The color scheme, the color scheme is fine. Like, I don't mind navy with the baby blue and all that. I don't like uniforms that I feel like you got to have white. I don't know, white helmet or a white pant. I don't know. Call me old fashioned.
I'm drowning it with you.
You're going to go drown with me. So right now it's sitting at 60%. If we vote drown here, unless some people from Hardin Valley pile in and hit that share link, they're sitting neutral right now. But so guys, if you don't agree with our vote, you can hit that share button, send it out to all your friends from wherever school, and y'all can get those votes back in your favor. But all right, and then another one here from Hardin Valley Academy. This looks like their away uniforms. I like this look, okay, and it's got 100% right now, so I'm on board with this.
That's true.
This is their baby blue helmet with all white, everything else for their away look, Nike'd up. This is a clean look. I like the logo too. Is that a Roadrunner? Something like that. Comstock Park is our next one. Comstock Park. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna say that wrong, and it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something vulgar. Comstock Park. Is it really back to Skeeters and Horny Toads?
Yeah, I'll wait to tell you what I was gonna say off camera.
It's kind of remind.
Yeah,
it's sitting at 50% right now. So the voting public is neutral on this one.
I'm getting South Florida vibes.
I'm getting South Florida or UNC Charlotte vibes.
Yeah, the C. Yeah.
I don't like the logo.
I don't like the logo, but I don't mind the uniform.
The uniform itself is fine. I like a gold helmet. Notre Dame, like that type of gold, that is one of the most beautiful helmets in football is Notre Dame's helmet. And I'm a Clemson fan, so I don't even care for them. I'm getting South Florida vibes, but they are Nike'd up. And I think
I'm going drip.
It's going to be a soft drip for me. We're going to need to start doing a sliding scale. All right. Our next one here, Platte High School. I hope I'm saying that right. In Villa Platte, Louisiana is one of our latest submissions. They're sitting at 29% right now. Drown. Okay.
I definitely don't think that's a 29.
I don't think it's bad enough to be a 29.
You have to consider this is Louisiana. We're in Cajun country. So the purple and gold that's like I get those colors are odd, but like that's a thing down there. So
I think the purple helmet color is too dark for how bright the jersey and pants are.
It 100% is.
But I don't think it's 29%. I mean, That's flirting with bottom 3, if I remember what the bottom 3 looked like. It says one of
Yeah.
4 sets that they have. Maybe they submitted the rest of theirs. So maybe this is like an alternate. Maybe it's just like an all purple kind of look that they do sometimes.
I gotta set some criteria for this. So like the way I'm gauging it is if it's, you know, if I wouldn't give it a 50 or higher on my scale, it's gotta go drown. And unfortunately, I think I have to go drown. I don't think it's a 29, but it's a drown for me.
It's certainly, I'm not gonna, how I'm kind of thinking about it, I feel like we shouldn't judge based on the brand of uniform, because I don't
No,
think that is something that is in the controllable. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about
right,
budgets and things like. I
right.
think so. I'm gonna leave all that aside. All right. So I'm gonna try to get the Adidas, because sometimes those Adidas uniforms fit different. I don't know, and so it
Yeah,
makes it look different. I don't mind the shoulder stripes, but it's like nothing is making me want to say drip for this one. I don't want to pile on.
drown.
Yeah, let's just say all right. So moving on here to the next one, we got Troy High
Automatic
School.
drown for me. That logo on the helmet is way too low.
Now that they can fix. All right. Does it matter that it's an F7 helmet and the
No, I
logo
don't care
placement?
about that. I hate F7s. I mean, you can still put it on properly. I mean, it's just too low.
You don't think it would get up into that like little slit that the F7 has right there?
Yeah, but it's just like a speed flex. Depending on the size of the helmet, sometimes the decal goes over a speed flex gap, and it's just it
That
is
makes
what it
sense.
is.
That makes sense.
Automatic drown just because of
Well,
that. Details, guys.
let me read the description here. All right. So this is Troy High School from Troy, Ohio, submitted their uniforms. The Troy Trojans adopt the classic scarlet and gray color scheme with metal flake silver helmets to pull together a timeless uniform. I think that was written by AI.
It sounds like it. Nice try.
The helmet's my favorite part, other
And
than
the color's clean.
the color. It's kind of like Ohio State. Like I hate Ohio State, but like that helmet looks good. Like it's a good looking helmet, especially when you get all pride stickered up.
Mm,
I think so. Are they the Troy Trojans? Yep, Troy Trojans. I I'm gonna try not to fault the logo itself, because I feel like that's out of their control. You know, schools have their logos. It is what it is. You gotta make it work. I don't know. I don't just do the star, like cowboy style.
just put it on correctly.
What do you think about the jersey itself? It's all the helmet for you. What's the score at right now? I didn't even see it.
They drown, and I think they're right at 50 though.
They're in the middle grounds, so they're flirting with one way.
53.
They're at 53. So a drown vote here might put them. It doesn't just pop to me.
It's
So I'm
cold
gonna
out
say
here.
I'm
Drown.
gonna say drown. Smithson Valley, state champions in Texas, Jack. Did we already do this one? Did we do this one last
No,
week?
we got
Okay.
a lot. We got to get.
Okay, my bad.
We got.
All right, so Smithson Valley, they won state. All right, so you gotta. I don't know if that it does
I dig it.
on-field.
Georgia Southern vibes. I love it.
That's exactly the vibe I was. Now, the numbers on the helmets. All right, so for the folks just listening, all right, Smithson Valley, they're the Rangers. They're in Spring Branch, Texas. Submitted their uniforms here. They go with a kind of Alabama style navy helmet, single white stripe, numbers on the sides, with a navy top, navy bottom. Really, just a classic, clean uniform. But I've never been a fan of the Georgia Southern Alabama type. So for me, it's drown. But if you got the sticks right now, you're on the controls, so your vote could be drip if you want. It's sitting at 57% right now from the voting public.
I do wish they had. Maybe they do have. I'm sure they have them, but I like white pants with this look better.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But nah, text on the chest is too small. That's a drown.
DeSoto, the Eagles, our next one. Okay, this is who we would have eventually ran across if we had won one more round of the playoffs. DeSoto wound up winning state. We got 2 back-to-back Texas state champions on here. So the DeSoto Eagles, all right, DeSoto, Texas, they're sitting at 64% right now with this look. Okay, it is a white helmet with like a Philadelphia Eagle style wing decal. They got a gray top with white pants. So white, gray, white is the combination. It's sitting at 64% right now after the votes that have been collected so far. This was submitted on April 24th, so it's been 5 days or so. Sitting at 64%. Thoughts, Jack, initially? I think this particular look I don't like. I know they've got a look where it's the green jersey, and so it goes white, green, white. Really clean look. I've never been a huge fan of winged helmets.
I like the idea. Now, I think it's just the combination of that helmet with that jersey. I think the helmet could, but then it's got extra. Is that like gold?
Yeah, they're green and gold as their colors.
It's too much.
Too much. So it's sitting at 64%. You going to go drown?
I'm drowning.
All right. Duncanville. Okay, this is a national name right here. Okay, so kind of a cropped look here. So the Duncanville Panthers, Duncanville, Texas. Always got dudes out there. They are sitting at 93% with this look. So the people that have voted so far have got some. They kind of like this. All right, it's a blue. It looks like shiny. I don't know if it's blue chrome, but it's a shiny blue, single red stripe down it. It's got Panthers in, what would you call it, the old New York Giants style of name on the side is what it kind of looks like, Jack.
Yeah.
And then red jersey. I like the shoulder stripes on this jersey. And then just says D-ville as their chest font. It's in at 93% right now. What's your gut reaction right here to this one?
To be honest, I don't like it. I don't know why, but it's
The helmet stripe needs to match the shoulder stripe.
100%.
I think that's what's throwing me off. I like the jersey. I like the jersey itself. I think they're trying to go for a SMU vibe with this
Yeah.
particular. I don't think this
Yes.
is what they normally wear. I think they normally wear like blue jerseys.
SMU does it better. I'll leave this up to you because I'm kind of ambivalent about it.
My gut says just initial reaction. The jersey's the first thing that stands out, and I kind of like the jersey. When I stare at the helmet, then I start to get negative, like, I don't know, but I'm going to go with my gut. The jersey itself looks good enough to me to get a drip. Fix the helmet. At least like make the stripes on the helmet match.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that.
All right. So now moving on here, Waxahachie Indians from Waxahachie, Texas. I am 0-2 against Waxahachie in my coaching career. They've gotten us 2 years in a row. All right, so they're the Indians, Waxahachie Indians. They're sitting at 71% with this look. Looks like they're away uniforms. So they've got a green, like shiny kind of green helmet with like the Florida State spear on it. Just kind of a plain white Under Armour jersey with like a couple of, what would you call those, chest stripes. The pride stickers I like. I mean,
The
they're going
helmet's
full.
just copy paste Florida State. I mean,
Yeah, it's green Florida State is what it is. But I mean, it looks white to me. I like the helmet. Does Florida State also do spears, but the pride stickers are tomahawks?
yeah,
So it is a straight up copy. Because
yeah.
it did throw me off that like they're using two different weapons. But I guess they really don't matter. I mean, the helmet to me looks clean, but I also think Florida State's helmets look clean. So that's probably what it boils down to.
Those are definitely gray pants because the outline on the number's gray.
They are gray. Good eye there. I don't like that then.
And yeah, no, that's a drown.
Pants did them in. All right. Here we go. Augusta,
Drip.
Georgia now. We got a submission from the West Side Patriots. They're sitting dead locked at 50% right now between drip or drown. So our vote here will swing them in positive or negative territory. So this is the West Side Patriots, and it straight up looks like a
That's the
Patriots.
Pats. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Pats kind of.
Well, that's an inverse red, like throwback of the Patriots. Like the Patriots throwbacks are red, correct?
Yeah,
The red jersey with the shoulder
red
stripes.
with those shoulder stripes. Because their standard one's that navy kind of jersey.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess.
All right, if we're taking brands out of it, then this is drip for me. I want to know what
agree.
that logo looks like on the helmet. Is it
I
just a
guarantee
straight
you
up
it's the
ink?
Patriots thing.
That's what I kind of was feeling. Um, taking the look, I keep it in account the logo, the brand of the uniform. I'm going to say drip on this one.
It's a drip, but I got two critiques. One, the sleeve band color. I don't like white
Good
there.
eye.
And the font also, the number is too thick and it just looks odd. But I'm still leaning towards drip on that.
Yeah, I'm going to say drip, but you definitely have a knack for this because I didn't even like notice the number being pretty big and that little trim piece being a weird
Yeah.
color. All right. Here we go. Next submission here. Central Clarion Wildcats. Are you sure we hadn't already done these?
I'm sure.
Okay. I don't know
Well, I'm not
why.
100% sure.
I don't know why I feel like okay, let's let this be the last one then, just in case. Central Clarion Wildcats from Clarion, Pennsylvania submitted this one. They're sitting at 71% in the so they're in the drip territory right here. This is definitely like an Auburn kind of look, right? I mean, just
Yeah.
straight Auburn. I mean, down to the colors, navy, orange, white. It's hard to tell what the helmet's doing with all the pride stickers, which I like a lot of pride stickers anyway.
I do too, but the helmet is the reason it's a drown for me.
Really?
I don't know if their sticker guy just forgot to put transparent background or if that's what they're going for with the that looks I don't like
So
that.
what would you do with these pride stickers to turn
They're
it up a
fine
notch?
as long as they're clear. The white is what bothers me.
So like what
Why
color
even
would
have
the
a helmet?
little what color would you say the little symbol needs to be?
Probably orange or white.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, yeah. I get that. I can kind of visualize that a little bit. Kind of
But
like
like
how I hate to keep going back to this gives me more is it Michigan that has the filled in yellow
yes,
pride
yes,
stickers?
yes.
And then Ohio State has transparent Buckeye
Right.
ones, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting Michigan vibes here, but I kind of like how Michigan's look.
Right, because they use one of their two primary or secondary colors. They're using their like the white that everyone has, and it just doesn't.
I see.
Like
I
Michigan
see.
has the maize sticker with like the blue emblem, and so it's not as egregious. And I feel like we're giving out way too many pride stickers. If this kid's covered his entire helmet, maybe they're really good. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, I don't know.
saying
What to add them the
that's a
team of the
lot.
week wheel and do. All right. Well, you've kind of taught me into it. Let's go drown.
Bye bye. All
Oh,
right, we'll
a
do
South
this too
Carolina
because
school. All right, this will be.
that's a trip. That's a
All
drip.
right, Boiling Springs, the Bulldogs from up there in Spartanburg, South Carolina, not far from you, Jack. They are sitting at 67% right now.
That's drip.
This is drip.
That's drip to me.
I like the pants. Maybe it's the logo. I like the logo is just. I mean, I guess we just talked about this, right? I can't hold the logo against them. Is that their actual logo that they use? They don't use like a bulldog head or anything?
I think that's their actual logo.
Okay. Well, then I just don't like interlocking logos. I don't like that.
Yeah,
It's hard to, I don't know. It's hard to make that work sometimes.
like to me, this uniform looked good 20 years ago. It looks good now, and it'll look good 20 years from now. It's timeless because there's not. I mean, it's simple.
Okay. You taught me into it. Give him a drip. It'll be our last one for,
Now we,
oh. This one's sitting at a perfect 100%, y'all. So we just
yeah.
clicked over. All right. This will be the last one. All right. No matter what, Jack, this is going to be the last one.
I mean, just out of respect.
Odessa Permian Panthers. Yeah, you got to. This is a high school football podcast. This is the Mojo uniform, right? The classic white helmet, black jersey, black pant. Just a classic uniform. This is drip for me. It's sitting at 100% right now. I don't want to be the one to break it.
I'm gonna be honest. Strictly uniform, it's a drown. But because there's history, I mean, the show, the movie,
The
well, not the
aura.
show, but
The
it's
aura.
just
Is that
just take the
fair,
stripe
though?
off. Just take the stripe off the pants. That's my only thing. The rest of it, I'm good with. And are those team issued socks?
I don't know. I don't see any other players in this picture they submitted.
It passes. Do they
It
have a
pa-
helmet stripe?
Yeah, it's single black. I think, right
Okay.
down the middle.
It's definitely over 50% for me, so it's a drip.
Yeah, just fix that Axiom face mask. I hate the Axioms with the face mask without a top
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, that's a clean look for Mojo out there in far West Texas. All right, so Drip or Drown, guys, your favorite team, your favorite uniform you've seen, you can submit all that on our website, fourthandward.com. Find the tab for it, and you can go through and vote. All right, you can vote against us, vote with us. All right, share out the links to a uniform you really like, get their votes up one way or another. Save them from drown territory, or I don't know, drag down your, I don't want to put that out there, to drag down a rival school's uniform look, but it's all
Hey.
up there. Let the public decide. Jack, do you want to kind of sample our next big thing that we're working on here? Give them a little sneak preview.
Yeah, why not? Give the
Or I
people what
guess we
they
could just
want.
say it's, I guess
We'll do it live.
we'll do, yeah. It'll be live by the time the episode comes out.
It's live right now.
Heck yeah. All right, y'all. Have you ever played NCAA football? All right. Which, if you have, then you've been sitting there like me in dynasty mode, and you're UTEP and you're playing at Texas A&M, and your quarterback can't even see the routes that the receivers are running because of something called Stadium Pulse, right? And so we have created a way, just like with Drip or Drown, it is a way for users to rate different aspects of football stadiums they've been to across the country at the high school level. All right. So we've got a bunch of starter stadiums in there. We got a lot of them, actually. We got, what's the number at, Jack?
It is, I think
It's
it's
like,
3,500.
we got a solid start. Okay. We obviously don't have every stadium. We have a way for you to input stadiums, but you can go to any stadium that you've been to and you can give it ratings. All right. So, Jack, you want to kind of walk through how this works?
Yeah, so you'll find a stadium you want to rate. So here I click the Eagle Stadium. That's Allen High School.
I've been there. I'll rate this one live.
Yeah,
This would be a
yeah,
great
here we
demo.
go.
Okay.
So there's a few categories, and you can see all these, and it gives it I believe we had it do a composite score, and then you can also click and see the average rating in each of these categories if you want to. But right now, overall vibe, just atmosphere and energy, where do you put it at?
So, I have seen videos of Allen home games, and I know they get like it's rocking, right? That school's got 6,000, 7,000 people that go there. The band's got 600 people in it. Football program's got 500 people in it. So it gets packed out. All right. I coached there for a playoff game. And so it's a neutral site. And so obviously you're not pulling, what's the capacity? 18,000 or something like that, 20,000.
18.
Yeah. So a neutral site's not going to pull that many. So I will go off what I've seen for an Allen home game. And I'll
Mhm.
say that the vibe's like a 9 or maybe 10. I mean, it's up there. Student section gets wild. There's tailgating scenes.
All right. Now, keep in mind, these are all split. Band and student section is its own thing. The game night atmosphere, jumbotrons, all that stuff, intimidation, crowd noise. These are all separate categories.
That's right.
So
Different
this is just
criteria.
like Friday night game day vibe. Like, does the town get around it? Is there a parade? That kind
They
of stuff.
they do, but with Allen, it's like a college feel
Yeah.
too. So should that go against them, or should that actually be a super?
It
It's a
specifies
college
Friday night atmosphere. So
because I mean it's a palace. It's a giant stadium. It's got all kinds of facilities built underneath the stadium. I mean, it's like the bat layer, Jack.
I think I've never been there, but I mean, if you were going to go 9, 8's fair, 7's fair, anywhere
It's
in
definitely
there.
needs to be towards I'll say 8. We're good with 8 overall
Okay.
vibe.
All right, crowd noise.
Crowd noise. I've seen some videos of just the band alone and the student section and where they put those folks. I'm going to say a 9. I do think sometimes the big stadium maybe can
Right.
like lose some noise.
Now I'm
More
gonna go ahead and
intimate
say
environments.
intimidation factor is almost got to be a 10, just because
Gotta be a
everybody
10.
knows
You know
Allen,
you're going,
Texas,
you're
Allen High
going
School.
to the Palace.
All
The
right,
game night atmosphere. They got the jumbotrons. They got the video boards. They got production crews and all this and that.
I think
That's
it's
got to be
safe
a
to say
10.
that's a 10. All right,
Yeah.
band and student section.
Well, when your band's got like 600 people in it and you got
You're at least a
3,000
9.
students there, you got to get at least a 9. Have you seen their pep rallies? Have you seen the videos of their
No,
pep rallies?
no.
Like, so have
Crazy.
you ever been to a concert where like they give you the little light up wristbands that
Yeah,
whoever's coordinating them can change all the lights at the same time and stuff?
yeah.
It's kind of that like that level of
Okay.
like just involvement and stuff. So
9 or 10 for band
I'm
and
gonna give
student
it a
section.
10. Like
All
just seeing
right.
some of the pep rallies.
We picked an easy
Is
one. I mean, this is like a top tier.
I
All
was about
right,
to say this is gonna be one of
concessions.
the top ones. I did not eat concessions. I had like I think a bag of chips in the press box.
So they're probably
I
not
know
bad.
I know the food court in their high school has like Subway and Panda Express and all
Okay,
that.
so they're at least an 8 in the
I would assume
concessions.
the concessions are gonna be fine too, but we'll
All
give them
right,
an 8 to keep them humble.
facilities and coach experience.
10, 10, 10, 10. They got their weight room built underneath the visiting side, underneath the stadium. So, like, when you park the truck or the bus, you go down the ramp, easy access to the field. All right. You've got your locker rooms, but you can go and walk a full lap around the bottom of their stadium, like in the ground, bottom of their stadium. And you've got weight rooms, turf space, golf simulators, wrestling rooms, locker rooms.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a 10 then.
It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
They got suites up in the press box. I mean, they're going to get a 10 on facilities.
Little sweet treat. A home field advantage, attendance, crowd density, win history. I feel like that's also going to be up there.
That's going to be it. Let's go ahead and give it a 10. I mean, it is known across the country that this is it's known across the country that this is like one of the palaces. All right. So anyway, so guys, as we kind of compile votes and stuff, all right, this all gets put into a database. The scores get averaged out, right, Jack? And you want to walk through kind of what some of the other features are once we start collecting more votes and submissions and things like that.
Yeah, so as we kind of move forward with this, obviously you'll be able to submit your own. So if you check up here at the top, well, actually go back to all stadiums. If you got a school you want to submit tab there for you. Fill out the info. If you don't know it, you can leave it blank. That's all right. Add a photo if you got it. That would be ideal just to help us kind of build this, what do you want to call it? Database, I guess, of all, kind of like we're doing with the uniforms. If you go to all stadiums, obviously you track all of them. You can sort by various things, capacity, name, recent ratings, and then you can even look at the by state. So if I wanted to just see Pennsylvania schools, boom, here they all are. South Carolina is not on there yet. So my South Carolina peeps, go ahead and throw some in there. Alabama, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Louisiana, Arkansas, California. I mean, we got a ton, like we said, 3,500 and some change.
We got a
I
solid
think-
starting point. Now, Jack, what if people are going through and what if they see something that's an error with like the fact sheet or something about the stadium?
Yeah. So let's say we go back to Eagle Stadium and you see something that's wrong. You can go, where is it? Oh, I need to go to one that has right here. Spot something wrong, question mark. Boom, hit it. Let us know what's wrong with it. If you know that the right answer, tell us what it is so we can update it on here. And, tell us how you know it. Don't just be in there putting fake stuff because we will verify it. It has to go through us before it gets
Yeah, it
pushed.
doesn't automatically get put on there, y'all.
Yeah, we working with high schoolers, we have some experience with that kind of thing. So we knew a little bit better there. Yeah, anyway, put your email in there in case we need to reach out to you and verify something. But you can see our ratings already in there. But yeah, that's about it. You can also share. So if you want to get your team's rating up, go ahead and share it with all your buddies. Put it wherever. If you're a school, put it on your site, man. Why not? Get your rating up so that if you're a coach or something, I might use this tool to kind of see what atmosphere I'm walking into if I've never played on somebody's field before. Go in there, check it out, see where everything's at. So you get a little, I guess, an extra little step in game planning for each week. But yeah, share it out, rate your stadiums, add your stadiums. We're trying to get this thing taken off. So
Yeah, that was my kind of thought. Like this could be, I'm going to a school that I've never coached at before. We're going to a site, playing an away game. I've never been to this place. I want to know what it's like on a Friday night, right? We talked about Texas Bob. He's talking about out in Jacksonville, they're lighting metal J's on fire out of the end zone, right? So there's ways you can leave little stories on there. Like, if you had an experience at a particular stadium, you can leave that comment on there. Obviously, if you're not doing anything too crazy with it, we'll get that logged on there. If you're up there just trying to slander, obviously we'll delete that kind of stuff or not allow that kind of stuff. But just genuine stories like my trip to Lufkin, right? We're talking about locker room situation wasn't great. I think they're getting some renovations done, which are needed. But you're trying to do halftime adjustments with a buddy taking a dump without a door on the stall while you're doing your halftime adjustments, right? That would be something. I might even throw that on Lufkin's just to add a little tidbit there. But yeah, just a way to kind of create a database where coaches can use it, fans can use it, and it's a way to compile. Once we get enough votes in there, we might have, I would say, probably the most thorough rating system. Like we could call a national top 25 for high school football stadiums, and it would be built by you guys. So yeah, check that out.
If your school's already on here or the stadium you're thinking of is already on here, you can still add more photos on there. Give us a whole gallery of a stadium, even if it's a specific facility. The concession stand menu. Is this Allen Stadium? Yeah, at Eagle Stadium. Take a picture of the menu, put it on there. Just give people a full view of what that stadium is like. Leave some comments. Tell us your stories about playing there or visiting there, whatever it may be. And get this thing going.
All right. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. We're calling that Friday Night Pulse. Okay. Balls in y'all's court. Okay. We're going to start collecting votes and all that good stuff. Tell your buddies about it. Hit that share link. Get y'all's votes up and get your stadium some recognition. Get it on that top 25 nationally based on folks' ratings. Jack, we've already hit that time where we're about to figure out who's going to win this gold ball, man.
Yeah. Let me get that thing going. All right. Let's see who we got this week. I'll get it over there. I got too many tabs open. You should see my space right now. I got 3 screens going. I got me a new vertical screen for my coding stuff on the far right here. It's nuts over here.
Yeah, I got some kids' toys in the floor here in the studio. I got some empty crushed cans over here of Squirt that I've been hammering.
The Squirt.
It's good stuff, dude. You gotta try it out. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we got our team of the week wheel here. Again, it's on our website. You guys can nominate. We pick a team each week. They are now trying to get the gold ball from the Fourth and Ward podcast. Get those bragging rights. It is brought to you by Gridiron Spice Company. It'll be the link in the bio with the discount code, gridironspicecode.com. The code Fourth and Ward, that's the number 4, THANDWARD. That'll get you 10% off. If you get an order over $48, it'll ship for free. And you can basically get all 5 of our seasonings for $55, ship it for free, take the 10% off. Now you're only paying $50. Anyway, it's a great deal. Check that out. And let's figure out who episode 57's team of the week is, Jack. I hope it's Lyman.
Oh, this is a big spin, big spin, big spin. I can't read it. Southside High School.
Is that in South Carolina?
No, Fort Wayne, Indiana. A little bait and switch.
Yeah. This is, okay, so South Side near you, it's all one word. That's
where my fiance works, actually, is South Side.
This is South Space Side. That should have been the dead giveaway, okay?
And maybe that's a typo because I'm pretty sure Fort Wayne is not one word. So maybe struggles with spaces. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
The Archers. Interesting mascot there.
All right, let's check
so
them
the
out.
South Side Archers in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Interesting. Is this the first Indiana team of the week?
I think it is.
We've gotten? Okay. Branching out. We're taking over. Manifest Destiny.
Oh, interesting logo.
The logo looks kind of like a superhero. All right. So the 25-26 campaign was tough. All right. So 3-8 this past season. Just kind of glancing. What classification? I mean, I have no ideas about Indiana high school football.
Division 4A. Let's see what size
Hey,
we're talking
I
here.
was about to say,
All right. So, 4A football. So 5A. Oh, wow. There's some big schools in
so they go
Indiana.
up to
Holy
6A.
smokes.
The biggest 6A school in Indiana is 5,000 students?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
All right. So 4A, the highest 4A is about 1,300. So it's a little
That's
bit bigger
comparable.
than my school I'm at now.
That's kind of comparable to South Carolina, ain't it?
Yeah.
So we're looking about 1,300 to
What's this right column? By name. All right. That makes sense. So yeah, it looks like my school would be a 4A school in Indiana.
So okay, let's look here let's find South Space side here on the 4A column. Because maybe they're one of the smaller 4As, and so maybe it was like a tough out for them.
But yeah, I forgot the space. Hold on now.
Are they not on here?
Maybe that's just a page.
I mean, they would be in this 4A list, right? They're unlisted. Okay. But it said 4A on that rankings thing, but I don't know. Maybe they have a private school league and they're 4A private.
Maybe.
So the
see.
Fort Wayne, Jack, it is space. It is South
It
Space
does have the
side.
space.
It's
I
on
thought I
Max
searched
Preps.
that, but all right. How do we search this? Maybe there's different classifications. All right. So yeah, it looks like, well, Indiana High School Athletic Association. Same classifications.
So, okay. They use a success factor, which can move private and charter schools up in class if they have achieved significant tournament success. So,
All right. I got
could they have been bumped into a harder division?
So we're looking at Fort Wayne. Oh, it's Fort Wayne South Side.
Okay. Kind of like Texas, they do the city and then the school's name. I guess
Let's go back
Fort Wayne's a
here.
pretty big area, so probably is the best way
All right,
to
let's
do
try
it.
this one more time. Fort Wayne. I feel like this is only searching the first page, though. Let me just try this again. Fort Wayne North Side. They play them.
Well, Fort Wayne North Side's 1,300, so you would think South
Fort Wayne
Side's
Bishop. Fort Wayne Bishop.
they're unlisted.
Yeah, Fort Wayne Concordia. This is confusing.
This is confusing. If anybody listening is
We got
familiar with
alphabetical
Indiana,
over here. Fort Wayne South Side.
1,400.
They are currently 5A in the
They're
new
going
classification.
4A. Is that what
Now
that says?
they were 4A previously.
They're going
Now
5A?
they're going 5A. So they're in
Okay,
this.
but this past season they were 4A, according to. So
Right.
that 3-8 record is in 4A.
And now they're going 5.
Interesting. All right.
There they are right there.
Maybe, maybe it'll bode well. I don't know. Maybe
Hey.
you never know how those realignments can shake things up.
Yeah.
So 3-8 this season. All right. Let's see if we can see, speaking of drip or drown, let's try to see if we can find some uniform on these folks. Surely that's an older picture.
Yeah, but I'm having trouble.
Man,
All right.
it's hard to see. That logo's tough. In not the best way. Be kind of cool.
This is I gotta find.
It'd be kind of cool if their helmet had just like the bow and arrow on it. That'd be kind of a cool look.
Here. Okay.
Looks like a nice school building.
All right, there we go.
It's the Archer logo. All right, if you're going to use the Archer logo, the arrow needs to be pointing forward on both sides. I think. So what is that? Mirror the logo?
Right.
Get the arrows shooting forward from the Archer, and then I think it's okay. I think that's all right. I think it'd be cool if it was just arrows, kind of like Florida State style, and the arrows are pointing forward.
This size 64 font number on the back.
Do they all have that? They do all have that. Ah, man. Yeah. Yeah, that stands out. What's the stripe? Can you
Dude,
tell what that stripe is?
on the helmet, not the
On the
pants. I
helmet,
thought you were talking
yeah,
about this
yeah,
cut
yeah.
off
No, I'm talking about the helmet stripe.
arrows, I guess.
I don't hate the stripe. Flip the
Let's look at their
logo.
stadium.
Flip the logos. Keep the helmet stripe. The jerseys themselves are fine. I would take the black stripe out, maybe.
I would burn those pants.
You don't like the cut off leg stripe?
No, I know I'm being critical, but you know what Mama said? Mama said, like Bobby Boucher, you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So
All right.
let's check out that stadium.
Yeah, let's
I'm just the green. Look, green, like North Texas, Marshall. You can do some cool stuff with green, especially with green and black. And they're getting there. They're getting there. They just.
Would you say drip or drown?
It's a drown right now, but potential's there for drip. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's all right.
Well, that gold ball trophy is gonna look good.
That's all that matters, right?
Let's get this stadium and then let's call it a night.
All right. Let's see. It does look like a nice. Oh,
General Stadium. Texas Bob, the man.
no, this is a different school.
That's a different school. Okay. Of
Dang.
course,
All
Texas
right.
Bob would have a Fort Wayne.
Here it is.
Solid stadium.
That is a solid stadium.
Solid. I don't like that the logo at center field is different, but that's uncontrollable, right? They might have done that.
Okay, I give them credit on that logo because no matter what side of the field you're sitting on, it's the same.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So 10 out of 10 on the execution on that. Well done.
I like the stadium. That's a good stadium. It's a good look.
Right? Am I losing my
It looks like there's a kind of a walkway, like the home side's kind of split a little bit. Like you can kind of come into the entrance and go up or come into the entrance and go down.
Let's see some of that. Yeah, here's the
Press box, solid.
new turf, it looks like. Relatively new.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how old that article is, but the turf is pretty new. I like the stadium.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid stadium.
I think the interlocking S, I hate interlocking logos, but dare I say, put that on the helmet.
I agree.
That wouldn't be a bad look. Or flip the archers, have it shooting forward. That'd be my biggest critique. But yeah, solid stadium there for the archers.
It looks like that might be the OG logo.
Yeah, keep that. Keep that.
This doesn't look freshly painted, and that logo's there. So
put the interlocking
and I'm not bashing
S.
on it.
No, interlocking S. All right, let's ditch the pointed stripe. Even though I actually kind of liked it on what they had, but let's just go with do just plain pants, probably white, green jersey, white helmet. Does that sound like a winter jack?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a clean look. Yeah. Nah. And the best part is they can put that 4th and Ward Team of the Week trophy in their trophy case over at the field house. So, yeah, the gold ball of the week for 4th and Ward, the Southside Archers, episode 57, Team of the Week, up there in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's where we're shipping it off to. And whatever y'all do with it, put it up, display it. It's nice. The gold's nice. You did a good job, Jack.
That was, yeah. It was a late night endeavor, the Tylenol, I guess. But no, yeah. If you get it, when you get it, take a picture of it or something. Let us know you got it. Yeah. Share it with us, so we can share it with everybody else. But
that way we're not just sending it off into the void,
Yeah, the inaugural
gold ball
trophy going to Fort Wayne Southside in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Boom. Jack, you want to sign us off, guys? Thanks for listening. Before we go, if you're still listening, all right, as we're about to wrap this thing up, and you're listening on Apple Podcast, all right, do us a huge favor and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. Apparently, it helps out with the algorithm. I don't know. If you're listening on Spotify, you can do the same thing too if you'd like. But specifically, Apple helps us get the show, broaden our horizons a little bit. We would really appreciate it. Y'all hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Hit 5 stars on Apple or Spotify. And then all the stuff you need to know to interact with us, this community that we're building, the hub for high school football that we're building is all at fourthandward.com, and all that stuff's in the show notes. Appreciate you guys listening.
Stay golden.
You locked in now with the fourth and wall. Fourth and wall. Adam, Jay, Texas, Carolina, we out.